43 years old. Sylvia, 86-inch reach, nearly a full foot more of a reach than the heavyweight champion up past, Randy, the Natural Couture. Big John McCarthy, our referee.
You ready? Let's get it on.
Welcome back, Randy Couture. Randy touches him early. Randy trying to finish Sylvia. Randy trying to throw down the giant. Couture looking for the upset early.
He's got his back. Both hooks in.
Couture rocks Sylvia.
Tim has regained his composure. He's using the wrist control. He's holding, as long as he's got a hold of Randy's arm, he's no danger of being choked here. That is unbelievable. Tim's getting a chance to clear his head here. Who would have ever suspected that was going to happen? Yeah, you can see a bruise on the side of Tim's head from where the punch landed. He's trying to turn into him right now.
Couture has been working with much bigger fighters. Wes Sims, Dan Christensen, Frank Mir, trying to get used to trying to move around a much larger man in any position, or avoid the strikes if we get back there. But Sylvia has a great chance, as you pointed out here, to regain his composure.
Well, he has very good defense on the ground. And you know what? Randy has been saying that, I mean, everybody always says they're better now when they try to make a comeback. But Randy's been saying that his problems were emotional. That his problems were he's going through a tumultuous period in his life where he had all this stuff happening and the divorce and all these emotions and his children and all that stuff. But now he's in a good place. He's got a new woman. He's got a new life. And he feels like himself again.
You're going to have to work your way out of there, son. Let's go. Get your way out.
Listen to Big John McCarthy telling Sylvia, I'm not standing you up in this position of dominance for Couture.
Which I completely agree with. I hate all stand-ups. I think it's a 5-minute round. It's a short amount of time. If a guy like Sean Scherr can hold you down and punch you in the face for 5 minutes, tough balls. That's it. That's how it goes, right? That's the fight. That's how it goes. You're on your back. Tough. Get up. Figure out a way to get up. It's a part of the game. Part of the game is grappling. And if it's boring, you know what? Baseball's about 1,000,000 times boring. 1,000,000 times more, and it lasts a lot longer. I think grapplers should have a chance to keep a guy on the ground as long as they can. I completely disagree with stand-ups.
Now, in this particular situation, Randy has a good position,
yes,
but has he done anything with it yet?
Well, he's waiting for Tim to make a mistake.
Gotcha.
You know, he's holding on to this position. He's waiting for Tim to do something, try to explode, to try to move, to expose that neck. And Randy is an excellent grappler. He's got great submissions. He recently fought a pure submission grappling match against Jacare, who is one of the greatest submission grapplers in the world. And he held his own and went to a draw with him. And even had his back at one point in time.
Still plenty of time left in round number 1. This battle on the canvas came to fruition because of a big right hand thrown by Randy Couture. But Sylvia has stayed calm. He's postured up a bit. And he hasn't made the mistake Randy's looking for.
The only problem, though, is Randy's done no damage here.
Yes.
He's allowed Tim to recover. Because Tim was in some big trouble. I mean, nobody expected that.
Well, and that, again, is a credit to Sylvia's conditioning. Because as you talked about before, the only way you recover from a big punch is if you've got excellent conditioning.
Yeah, for sure.
And it happened right away, obviously.
He's always been a guy that recovers quickly. I mean, he's always in excellent condition. I mean, he recovered quickly from the Orlovsky punch, and moments later knocked Orlovsky out. I mean, that's the kind of guy he is.
So right now, Randy needs to take advantage of this advantage.
Yeah, you got to beat Tim Sylvia. He's not going to give up.
Remember, scheduled for 5-minute rounds, championship fight here tonight. 4 minutes are gone in round 1.
You see how difficult it is to submit a guy when he's got good back defense and he can grab a hold of those gloves. I mean, those gloves make it difficult.
Trying to work his hands in now is Couture.
But see, Tim just keeps holding on to those gloves.
How about having a 280-pound man laying on you for 5 minutes?
You know what? I don't think that's possible. He's in phenomenal shape.
That is one thing that's always consistent with the natural.
Tim's going to try to turn towards him and then be in Randy's guard. You see what he's doing? He's trying to turn his head, but you know what? Randy's doing a great job of holding him there.
Do what you're doing.
20 seconds remains.
Let go of the material of the glove. Grab the hand, Tim.
Tim's going to survive round one. Randy's going to win round one, but he's not going to win the fight here in round one.
But he has sent a message to Tim Sylvia that he is for real.
And he is back. His beautiful wife, Kim.
How happy is she right now? Let's take a look at that right hand. Boom! On the chin. Throws the leg kick, comes down with everything on it. And the big man goes down.
Bam!
I do not think Tim Sylvia expected that to happen.
Using your fakes, getting him out of position. Okay? Hey, that gave him a false sense of security, but he still might come out and shoot on you. Okay?
What a great trainer Pat Miletich is.
He knows his stuff.
Good job, brother.
Eddie Bravo, you're scoring in round one.
Tim Sylvia's back. 10-9 Randy Couture. Tim Sylvia showed excellent rear naked choke defense. Textbook, really.
So 10-9 round one on Eddie's scorecard. Now Tim wants to get into utilizing his range. Randy wants to duck under, clinch, and take Sylvia back down. Close the gap.
Good uppercut by Tim on the inside.
Oh, over the top of the right again. Again, like I said, Couture worked out with 6'9" Wes Sims, 6'7" Dan Christensen, Frank Mir, amongst others, including 6'2", 350-pound Eric Kalak. Oh, cut with another right.
Knee by Tim.
Into the fence they go. 43 is just a number when you're Randy Couture.
Size difference between these two guys. I mean, it's so evident when you see them pressed up against each other like that.
Very similar, though, to the size difference between Arlovsky and Sylvia, or anybody else, basically, in Sylvia.
Well, the way you can really tell is that there's no way Tim Sylvia could ever make 205. You know, I mean, Randy Couture made it fairly easy. He's got to hold that leg, and he can't even budge it. Now, I know when they trained together, he used a lot of leg sweeps to take Tim down. I'm sure Tim's aware of that. He's been training very hard to avoid that. He's got
And there's the takedown. Couture looking to impose his will on Sylvia.
good left hand from the bottom.
Right, and that's the thing with that reach. Tim can damage from the bottom.
He's got some serious power, and you know what? He can submit guys off his back as well. He almost caught Jeff Monson in a triangle, and he doesn't relax off his back. He's got some techniques here. The only thing is he might not be willing to throw the mount because he might be worried about Randy escaping and getting to the mount or getting the side control.
Randy loves to posture up.
Good elbow.
But again, as you talked about, because of the long limbs of Sylvia, he's got to be cautious of that.
Yeah.
Because he's just going to give Sylvia some room as well.
You know, what we don't see from Sylvia.
Good elbows from the bottom.
Yeah, even though we haven't seen him submit guys, he is constantly working on his game. I mean, he is a consummate professional. You see him right there. He's looking for things. He's looking to throw his legs up. Those knee sleeves also, I bet those things are to work on his guard. I don't think those are to protect his knees. Those are to give him a little extra friction. So he can secure a triangle and armbar easier.
We saw Sylvia survive the ground attack of Jeff Monson in his last title defense.
Position. Let's go. We got to work.
I'll tell you what, man. If Randy Couture wins this fight, the roof might explode.
Oh, there's no question. The best way to describe Randy Couture is he's the most beloved UFC champion of all time.
He is easily one of the nicest human beings I've ever met in my life. Just a super cool guy, not a bad word to say about anybody. Even when it comes to competition, he's always friendly about it. He's just got such good karma on his side.
And he is the leader so far through a round and a half.
And the more this goes on, the more this is going to frustrate Tim. Big right hand by Randy from the bottom. Excuse me, I'm Tim on the bottom.
Tim's bloodied up a bit. The nose of Tim Sylvia
Come on, let's go.
is bloodied up.
I like how Big John's not standing this up. Give him time to work.
John knows both of these fighters very, very well, and their tendencies.
And you know what? That's why he's the best referee in the game.
Amen. Another elbow. More ground and pound for Couture. Sylvia battling. 1 minute now remains in round 2. Remember, it's a championship fight, as I mentioned earlier, so this could go 25 minutes.
Randy's got to be careful with these arms in like that. As he's sliding back and forth, he's got to make sure that he's got both arms in and elbows pressed on Tim's chest. If he makes a mistake and leaves one arm in, Tim for sure is going to throw up a triangle. He did it on Jeff Monson, and I guarantee you he's looking for it here. But meanwhile, he's eating elbows and punches.
Stop it right there. Let's go. We're standing up. Let's go.
Here's the stand-up, but the time is ticking away.
Crowd boos.
One punch can end this fight. It almost did.
You know what? Not
Being
just
a right
one
hand
punch,
from
but
Couture.
one kick.
You got that right. Great point.
Left hook by Randy.
10 seconds remains in the second round.
And if I was in Tim's corner, I would be telling him to start throwing some kicks. Knee, nice knee, but Randy got caught. Good job by Tim avoiding it. Leg sweep, and he takes him down again.
Headed to round 3. 19,000 plus are on their feet.
And I tell you what, at the end of that round, Tim Sylvia is the one that's breathing heavy, and the 43-year-old Randy Couture is sitting there with his mouth closed. He looks great.
You're doing great, bro. Look at the left eye, Randy. Is everything okay with that? You're doing great. You all right?
You're doing great. Randy, I just don't want to see you standing in front of you so much, okay? You're going to try to pick the shot.
Hey, that's a good job to post up and do something. You gotta keep doing it. But tell you, all right, let's go.
Right? When you get in there, don't let him keep that long hand peeled on the back of your neck. He's not letting you sit up against him. Reach back, peel, punch. Okay? On him with the plastic.
Let's take a look at this again. Nice right hand by Randy. Another right hand. He eats a knee. Here's a big right hand from the top.
All right? You get on him now. He's tired.
Eddie Bravo.
Walk him down.
Just like the first round, Couture landed another big right hand. He got the takedown, but this time he stayed in Tim Sylvia's guard, where I think he should stay. He should stay in his guard and work his ground and pound action. And even though Tim Sylvia landed some good elbows from off his back, still another 10-9 round for Randy Couture.
2 love Couture on Eddie Bravo's scorecard. The 6'8" champion against the 6'2" Hall of Famer.
Good luck to Randy.
See how he's avoiding that big reach. He's ducking. He's going side to side
You know what
very
the
well,
problem
Joe.
with that side to side is, if Tim can figure it out, if he can time it, he can land a knee or a kick. And that's going to be ugly.
That's what Randy's doing. He's going side to side every time.
But if Tim fakes that jab and throws a right head kick, see that?
Absolutely.
I mean, Tim's avoiding the kicks because he doesn't want his leg to get grabbed and get taken down. But man, if he lands one. Another right hand by Randy.
To the side and then over the top. To the side and over the top. That's Randy's strategy here. But as you mentioned, you never want to get into a predictable pattern because that's when your opponent can take advantage.
Well, I'll tell you what, it looks like he's learned something from his fights with Chuck Liddell, and that's for sure. He's not rushing in. He's throwing a lot of feints. He's making Tim think. That is the difference between the striking that we see sometimes in the UFC and top-level striking. You know, if you watch like top-level boxers or K1 fighters, they throw a lot of feints. Damn.
Yeah, how good is that?
Beautiful head movement. I mean, that's the thing you get from a guy like Graham. He's a consummate athlete. He's always learning. Even at 43, he doesn't allow age to limit him. I mean, this is a style we've never seen from him before.
Another hook.
Tim Sylvia is getting battered on the feet. Who would have ever predicted this?
Well, we once said that about Randy Couture winning a stand-up battle with Chuck Liddell as well.
Gentlemen, come on.
You know what, man? Maybe Randy was telling the truth. Maybe the problems in his last 2 fights were the fact that he was going through this big divorce and he was emotionally unsound.
He outstruck Pedro Rizzo as well as a heavyweight, did Randy Couture.
Oh, look at the right hand.
Sylvia clearly frustrated. Couture clearly in control. But again, one big puncher kick from the Maniac, and this could all go away for Randy Couture. And Randy
leg
knows
kicks
that.
as well. I mean, I'm surprised Tim's not throwing any leg kicks. Another right
Again,
hand.
that's, as you talked about, I just don't think he wants to make the legs vulnerable for Randy to take him back down. But he's got to do something to change it up.
The problem is also when you get frustrated and you start losing your confidence, you go to your bread and butter. You don't go to the big head kick. You don't go to the crazy stuff. You go to stuff that you feel confident in. He got rocked again with a left. Good knee by Tim Sylvia, though, in the clinch.
Sylvia has not taken advantage of his reach advantage yet. And that's the one thing Couture needed to neutralize. There, Tim extended a little bit, but Randy able to avoid. Under 2 minutes remains in the third round.
Randy just took a deep breath. Minute 45 to go.
Tim said Randy definitely lit a fire under me. Coming back and thinking he was going to take away what I so desperately love.
Another left hook by Randy. I mean, you can count the number of punches that Tim's landed on your hands. Who would have ever thought this?
You wouldn't, because no one ever doubts Randy Couture. You know that.
You know, I mean, the guy is constantly
You weren't sure
amazing.
what happened, but I know you thought it a couple of times. Because the one thing consistent about Randy Couture is he's always consistently a competitor.
He's tired here.
1 minute remains in the third.
The entire round spent on the feet, and Randy Couture is winning a kickboxing bout against a guy almost a foot taller than him.
Randy breathing out of his mouth. He's got to keep that head movement.
I mean, that 6-inch height advantage is huge. The reach advantage is huge, and Randy's the one who's landing the punches.
Oh, first the body shot, then over the top. He's coming over the top like Chuck Liddell does. And look at the look on Tim Sylvia's face.
He's being much more versatile in his strikes. He's mixing things up, whereas Tim is being one-dimensional. And I think that's a testament to him being frustrated.
Well, and Randy said he thought he saw holes in Tim's game, and he's picking apart those holes right now. Uppercut by Couture, caught the chin. 3 rounds in the books. Do all 3 belong to Randy Couture, Eddie Bravo?
Absolutely. Round 3 was amazing for Randy Couture. I mean, he's putting on a boxing clinic. I lost track of how many left hooks he landed in right hands. At least 6 left hooks and 6 or 7 right hands. Complete domination by Randy Couture, 10-9.
Now that takedown's there
Matt
whenever you
Hughes
want
was
it, 'cause you got
screaming in
him
the
guessing
corner to
big
Tim
time now.
Sylvia, push that pace,
He does
push
not
that
know
pace.
what you're gonna do now. That's what we're looking for, okay? You don't know.
Randy
That's
is
out.
breathing very hard in this round.
You're doing a great job of keeping your right up on his hooks. Now keep your left up a little bit, okay?
Push the pace, Tim. This is where we are working, buddy. You have to push the pace.
Push him around, Tim. Keep shove him back. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you started working the jab like this to see what, work your jab, see where his head moves and hit it.
Can Tim Sylvia stop the train? Momentum clearly in Couture's favor.
You ready? You ready?
The Warriors come out for round number 4.
We move into the championship rounds. If this was a non-title
Exactly.
fight, Randy would already win the decision.
They both have been in 5-round wars on multiple occasions in their career. Good sprawl by Tim.
Very good defense by Tim Sylvia. And a good knee inside. And Randy's got down.
He takes him down again.
Unbelievable.
The clock quickly becoming Tim Sylvia's enemy.
Tim's lifting his legs up. He's working that high guard. He's got those long, powerful legs. I think we're going to look to see Tim trying to submission here.
Joe, there is not one fan sitting right now for this title fight. Everyone is on their feet.
How can you?
Oh, what a moment indeed. But still lots of time remains. Lots of things can happen in 9 minutes inside the Octagon.
Good right hand to the top by Randy.
Randy's postured up here. Moves the hand and then hits with the left. Body shot. Again, you got to be careful because Tim's not going to knock you out from here, but he can do some damage sitting up and throwing that hand.
Good posture by Randy.
Randy has been in total control.
Complete. I mean, this is amazing. Tim's going to try a submission. He's got to do it now.
Here they go. Standing him up with 2:52 remaining in the fourth. Tim's got to throw with some reckless abandon here, too. At one point, the only thing he's going to be able to hope for is a knockout finish. As he is well behind on the judges' scorecards.
I'm surprised Tim isn't mixing it up. I'm surprised he's not faking and throwing kicks, faking and throwing knees. And even the way he's throwing his punches, he's poking them out there. It looks like he's constantly worried about that takedown.
Anytime he can get the clinch, he's going to try to take it.
He's got him again.
And down goes Sylvia. Side control for Couture.
This is a complete domination. This is crazy.
Is this more shocking to you thus far than it was when he completely dominated Chuck Liddell?
Yes, it is. Because he's older. He's 43 years old. He's coming back from 2 knockouts. You know, I mean, this is amazing. 43-year-old guys are not supposed to dominate in combat sports.
Well, this isn't your normal 43-year-old guy. This is Captain America. Under 90 seconds remains in the fourth.
He's smothering Tim here.
Grab the hand, not the glove. There you go.
Randy goes to the mount. He's on
Randy Couture.
full mount with one arm trapped. This is big, big, big trouble for Tim Sylvia.
And now Sylvia's worn down.
If Randy Couture rises up and starts raining punches, turns his back. Oh, he slips
Great
out.
job by Tim.
Very good job by Tim Sylvia. He
What Tim would
exploded.
love to do here is lean on Randy a little bit, try to take some more of his gas. Put 280 pounds on top of him. And for the first time, Sylvia scoring points.
Randy's back up to his feet.
Down on the ground, no knees. He's down on the ground, no knees.
Randy did a great job. Notice how Randy kept all four points on the ground,
Yes.
so Tim couldn't throw the knee. If Randy would have brought one of those hands up, Joe, Tim could have thrown a knee.
Yeah, and you know what? There's another weird point of debate where I completely disagree. I think you should be able to knee a guy on the ground. But you knee him standing up, why can't you knee him on the ground?
We are headed to the fifth and final round.
Matt Hughes is very, very concerned. Stay the man to Tim Sylvia.
Eddie.
Again, Randy Couture started that round with a takedown, had some ground and pound action, and even though Sylvia got a break with that stand-up, Randy landed a couple right hands, got another takedown, ended up in side control, ended up in the mouth. Randy Couture, 10-9, complete shutout. Tim Sylvia needs a knockout to win this one.
You quit hesitating now. And when you're in tight, you're throwing elbows, right? You tie up with his head, hit him with a knee, boom, come with the elbows right away.
Then you got 5 minutes to show how bad you want to be the champion.
Yep, it's the fifth round. Time to finish him.
You are unstoppable.
Time to finish, my man. Mouthpiece, put it in.
He's 1 punch away. You got to come together, though.
Time to finish. Yeah. Finish, Tim, finish.
You saw Tim just ask, is this the 5th round?
to glory, or will Sylvia knock Couture out here in the 5th?
This really is crazy.
Randy Couture is 4 minutes and 45 seconds from becoming a 5-time UFC belt holder. 3 in the light heavyweight division. This could be
Good right hand by
3rd in the heavyweight division.
Good uppercut inside by Tim.
Randy was looking to sweep the foot.
Amazing how strong he is. We're talking about a guy who's at least 50 pounds heavier than him, and he's mad.
Down he goes again.
He's in half guard now. Tim is very frustrated. His mouth is wide open, he's breathing heavy. And Randy's mauling him on top.
Randy in half guard here, Joe. 4 minutes away from regaining the heavyweight title.
Elbows on the top by Randy. He's got that leg in half guard, but nothing's keeping it there. If he wanted to, he could pass, but you know what? Randy likes to hold on that half guard and stay there. He thinks it's an opportunity to keep his leg in that position.
Oh, there goes first.
He turns out now he's in side control.
Spins into side
That was a beautiful
control.
move. Tim went for a leg, and that cost him a position. Randy's in a better position now than he was before. Tim's pushing off the fence, trying to rotate around. Randy's having none of it.
This would be a huge upset. Couture trying to become the oldest heavyweight champion, the first 3-time heavyweight champion, and the first 5-time UFC champion.
This really is crazy.
He is 2 minutes and 55 seconds away from a triumphant return from retirement.
He's got to stay busy here, though. He doesn't want Big John to stand him up. He's in such a dominant position. He's got to land some shots. Big John's looking at them.
2 minutes and 35 seconds remain.
Keep dropping those elbows. Keep pushing those knees to the body. There he goes. This is crazy. Knees to the body.
All about Couture tonight.
You know what? If he can keep this position, if he can keep working, this fight's a wrap.
Randy, the natural Couture, 111 days shy of 44 years old, is now 2 minutes away from the heavyweight title.
He is mauling Tim. He's got that elbow pressed against his neck. Beautiful positioning. Tim tries to switch underneath him, and Randy is there he goes. Now he's got the mount.
Mount with 95 seconds remaining in the fight.
This is incredible.
Watch your head. Watch your head.
Tim is all he's doing is trying to hang on here.
Randy moving up in the mount. Tim spins
Tim's back to his
away.
feet.
Tim needs to stay on his feet here. But he cannot do it.
Unbelievable.
Couture is 60 seconds away from becoming the heavyweight champion.
This is incredible. Not only has he won this fight, or not has he won this fight so far, I should say, but he's totally dominating. Look at Tim's face. He's bloody. His eye is swollen. His mouth is wide open. He can't believe this is happening.
As Dana White, UFC president, said, he gave up doubting Randy Couture a long time ago. Couture is 30 seconds away from the title.
This is insane. Dana White is standing up. Everyone's standing up. Lorenzo Martinez standing up. This place is on its feet. 15 seconds away from 43-year-old Randy Couture regaining the heavyweight championship of the UFC.
Randy the Natural Couture, UFC Hall of Famer, is going to become, once again, the heavyweight champion
The scoring right now is just academic. Unbelievable!
That is why he came out of retirement.
Wow.
Eddie Bravo.
Nobody on this planet thought Randy Couture can strike with Tim Sylvia. He completely owned him. He landed like 20 hooks, 25 straight right hands. No one thought he was going to take Tim Sylvia down. He took him down like 7 times. Complete domination, complete ownage. Randy Couture, 50 to 45. He's the new champion.
Dana White, Lorenzo, even Lorenzo Fertitta just said exactly what we did.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is so crazy. So crazy.
His wife, Kim.
Wow. I mean, this is just insane.
The Hall of Famer is once again the champion. Totally dominating Tim the Maniac Sylvia for 25 minutes. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score this contest 50-45 with a winner by unanimous decision. And now, once again, the new UFC heavyweight champion of the world,